For us, founding Spotty Dog was always about telling stories from our travels away. So my brother and sister-in-law and my wife and I used to travel around the world and think about like bringing experiences back to Tasmania. So, you know, whether that be in Buenos Aires, sipping a 20-cent beer, or in Austria, you know, drinking a gorgeous lager, or in America, drinking huge IPAs. So for us, we always wanted to like bring those stories back and bring those experiences back and recreate them. But since having a venue of our own down in Tassie, down in Hobart, it's become more about, I guess, creating new stories for people visiting. So, you know, our IPAs are inspired by other places, but we're putting our own spin on it, trying to put as much Tasmanian, New Zealand and local ingredients into our beers. And, you know, through some of our lager program in particular, making beers that taste exactly like sitting in Munich or Vienna or Linz, but made 100% with Australian ingredients. There's Australian malt from the Riverina in New South Wales, yeast cultivated in Victoria, and then hops from Tasmania and Vic. So originally we're all about trying to tell a story for our sip of somewhere else, and now we're sort of trying to show what our, I guess, interpretation of those beers and those classic styles are, and then trying to put a bit of a Tassie spin on it.
This is the fun side. So here we've got the brewery and the cellar. I'll talk about brew house, which is on that side, and cellar, which is on this side. It's just a habit from big beer. I'm used to them being in separate areas. It's nice that they're all together here. So when we're brewing, we're going to spend about a day in the brew house. So a day on that side. That's what I'm doing today. I'm brewing Cali in a double batch. So we'll have two batches of beer. We'll go through all the way and we'll blend them into the one tank. So it's a double brew day today. It's about 12 hours. Depending on what we're brewing when. We also do single brew days for some of our limiteds. That's about an 8-hour day. Just the malt before any hops are added. Like if you put that in porridge, or if you mix it with a nip of whiskey in the morning, it's a great hangover cure.
So for us, having people that are really passionate about the booze they sell is super important. You know, being a small producer, while our site might look massive, you know, we're a small company founded by 2 sisters and 2 brother-in-laws. So, you know, competing to get our product out there against huge multinational companies and things like that, really we need, you know, bartenders and owners and people selling that booze to tell our story. So it's super important for us to, you know, have those small venues that really focus in on Tassie product. They're passionate like us, and are willing to, you know, have a chat and a yarn at someone while they buy a beer, and not just, you know, pick it up and drink some mass-produced product that has no story. For us, part of being distinctly Tasmanian, I guess, is that sort of brand value Tasmania has. So, you know, we're perceived as having this sort of beautiful water and produce. So for us, all we really need to do is showcase that and tell our story. So what we find is that Tasmanians are really humble in a way. They don't like to brag about how good it is down here, maybe because we don't want the mainlanders to move down. You know, to tell that story, it's really connecting things. So whether that's, you know, talking to Richard out of Westaway Raspberry, who us and our mates at 7K basically take every raspberry he grows for our sour beers and their gin, you know, or it's dealing directly with Ado out at Hop Products Australia and being able to go down to New Norfolk, which is, you know, a 45-minute drive here, and walk through the bines with him and talk about the exciting new hops they're showcasing. For us, it's kind of easy, but, you know, Tassie people get lazy, I think, sometimes and forget how good we've got it.